Hey everybody, we're going to talk a little bit about angles and triangles today, which is the first section in Unit 4. And before we continue, we need to know a little bit about how to classify triangles. So the first way to classify triangles is by side. Scalene triangles are triangles where all three sides are unique. Isosceles triangles are when exactly two sides are congruent. And equilateral triangles are when all three sides are congruent. If we're classifying by angle, obtuse triangles are triangles that have one angle that's larger than 90. Right triangles are triangles that have one angle that's exactly 90. Acute triangles are triangles that have three angles less than 90. And equiangular triangles are triangles that have three congruent angles. So we have to know that moving forward. In your notes, you can go ahead and get rid of that example. It's not very good. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit about the triangle sum theorem. Triangle sum theorem tells us that the interior angles of a triangle will always add up to 180 degrees. And that's pretty straightforward, and we're going to use that to solve some interesting problems like we have here. So here we're looking for this angle. We can't find it just yet because we only have one other angle, but we can find this angle first. To get this angle, however, we need to find this angle. So we know 39 plus 48 plus this equals 180. So let's go ahead and set that up. 39 plus 48 plus, we'll call that x, equals 180. And that's going to be 87 plus x equals 180. We're going to subtract 87 from both sides. So x equals 93 degrees. So that's 93. That means this angle is 93 because they're vertical from each other, and vertical angles are congruent. Now we can solve for that. So 57 plus 93 plus x, that's going to be our x now, equals 180. Combine these, so let's see, 150 I think? Yep, 150 degrees. Plus x equals 180. Subtract 150 from both sides. And x is equal to 30 degrees. There we go. So that's 30. Let's try this one. Okay, so similar problem. We're looking for this angle here. It's part of a triangle. It's inside another triangle. We only have one angle though, so we have to find this angle first to get that angle. So let's set this up. So this will be our x. So x plus 20 plus 50 equals 180. 20 plus 50 is 70. So subtract 70 from both sides. So x is equal to 110 degrees. So this is 110. Now we got to remember that this is a linear pair here. So because it's a linear pair, that means they have to add up to 180 degrees. So this is 110. This has to be 70, right? Because it has to add up to 180 degrees. Now we can solve for the missing angle. So we're going to say 55 plus 70 plus, this is going to be our x now, plus x equals 180. 55 plus 70, I think that's 125. Yeah, 125. Plus x equals 180. Subtract 125 from both sides. And that should be, let's see, 55, I think. Yeah, 55 degrees. Okay, that's it. All right, so that's how you use the triangle sum theorem. Pretty straightforward. Here, we're basically doing the same thing. We just have to go back and plug our variable in after. So find the measure of x, find the value of x, then find the each angle measure. Okay, so x plus 30 plus 70 plus 90 equals 180, right? So x plus 30 plus 70 plus 90, because we know that's 90, equals 180. 70 plus 30 is 100, 100 plus 90 is 190. So x plus 190 equals 180. We're going to subtract 190 from both sides. X will be a negative value, which is totally fine, because it's not the measure of an angle, it's just a variable. So negative 10. And let's plug that in. So x plus 30, so negative 10 plus 30 is 20 degrees, which works, because 20 plus 70 is 90, 90 plus 90 is 180. So yeah, 20 degree works. Let's try this one. So add them all together. So 9x minus 2 plus 6x plus 2 plus 75 equals 180. Let's combine some like terms here. So it's 9x and 6x is going to be 15x. The 2's are going to cancel. -2 and +2, so plus 75 equals 180. So we're going to subtract 75 from both sides. So x will be, 15x will be 105. And then divide both sides by 15. And x will be 7, I believe. Is it 7? Yeah, it's 7. Okay. So x is 7, but we have to find the measure of the angles. So 6x plus 2 and 9x minus 2. So 6 times 7 plus 2 and 9 times 7 minus 2. So 6 times 7 is 42, plus 2 is 44, so it's 44 degrees for that one. And 9 times 7 is 63, 63 minus 2, that's 61 degrees. And there you go. All right, cool. Again, this picture is not very good. So exterior angle theorem, the idea is that you have a triangle, and you extend one of the sides, and it creates what I call an exterior angle. So let's call this, I don't know, A, B, C, and D. So here, angle A is the exterior angle here, okay? These three angles that are inside the triangle. This adjacent triangle angle and this exterior angle are actually a linear pair, so they add up to 180 degrees. We also know that B, C, and D add up to 180 degrees. Therefore, you can say the exterior angle in this case, which is A, would be equal to the sum of C and D, which are the non-adjacent angles within the triangle, okay? You'll see what it means once we start using it. Okay. So here's a good example right here, actually. So this is the exterior angle. These are the non-adjacent angles within the triangle. Their sum will be equal to that exterior angle. So let's call that x. X is going to be equal to 50 plus 65. And in this case, it's going to be 115 degrees. Okay. Here, something similar. We're given the exterior angle, so 122 is equal to 90 plus this other angle, which we don't know, which is x, because these are the two non-adjacent triangle angles. This is kind of just here to confuse you. Yeah, so let's subtract 90 from both sides. Minus 90. Is that 32? Yep. X equals 32 degrees. Cool. Down here, similar, we said to find the variable, then plug it back in. So these two non-adjacent angles are going to be equal to the exterior angle, so 13x plus 11 equals 48 plus 9x plus 3. Let's combine these like terms here. So it's going to be 51. Yeah. So 9x plus 51 equals 13x plus 11. Let's get the x's on the same side here. So I always like to move the one as a smaller coefficient. So 13x take away 9x is 4x plus 11 equals 51. Let's get rid of the constant here, so subtract 11 from both sides. And 4x is equal to 40. Divide by our coefficient. So x is equal to 10. Okay, we're not done though. So now we have to plug this in to find the missing angles. So 9x plus 3 and 13x plus 11. So 9 times 10 plus 3, 13 times 10 plus 11. So 90 and then 93. So that's 93 degrees, and this will be 130 plus 11 is 141 degrees. Okay. So 141 down here, and then this is going to be 93. Cool. All right. Last one. Find the measure of angle U. So this plus this equals that. So the two non-adjacent angles. So 32 plus 9 plus 9x equals 17x plus 1. Combine our like terms. So was that 41 plus 9x equals 17x plus 1. And let's get rid of the 9x. So minus 9x minus 9x. 41 equals 8x plus 1. Subtract 1 from both sides. 40 equals 8x. Why did I put 80? I don't know why I did that. Divide by the coefficient, which is 8. X will be 5. We're not done though, we have to find the measure of angle u, so let's go ahead and plug that in. So 9 plus 9x, 9 plus 9 times 5, 9 times 5 is 45, and that's going to be 54 degrees. Okay, so basically this section is, can you identify triangles, can you use the triangle sum theorem, and can you use the external angle theorem? And that's basically it, okay? So let me know if you have any questions. There's 2 homework assignments, and I'm happy to help. All right, thanks guys.